adventurers, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Legend of the Three Kingdoms. Yes, this is one of my custom D&D campaigns set in my custom messed up world of Mendacia. And the players below me are extremely worried that they're going to need to roll new characters after tonight. So that's a thing. Announcements. Normally, I don't really have much in announcements. But next week, same time, same place, but just next week, I will actually be having the first episode of my brand new campaign. And it will be called Traversing the Veil. It's got a kind of cool, like, Firefly meets Eberron kind of feel to it. There's airships, and it's set in the elemental plane of air, and, you know, cool stuff will happen. So please be sure to check that out. I am super duper excited about it. And it'll even have some new stuff that I haven't done before, or not fully, including ways for chat to actually affect this story happening on screen. So check it out. Otherwise, I think everyone here is really excited to just dive back into the wonderful situation that they're in. So I think it's time to return to the Legend of the Three Kingdoms. The party enlisted some help in trying to figure out how they can close this portal. A powerful vampire wizard showed up. And after some friction between the party and the vampire, he was able to figure out what he thinks will cause the portal to collapse in the least damaging way possible. And fortunately, it involves destroying the orbs that are powering the ritual. And part of destroying those orbs is destroying the extremely powerful elemental force that is attached to them. The party decided to go ahead, choosing to close the wind gem first. A massive creature composed of wind came forth and battled the party, sucking the very life essence out of their lungs at certain points. And the party was very nearly killed, but was able to triumph. The party now having better knowledge of what they're up against, decided to take a short rest as they made their plans for the next leg of this journey. So you guys are not currently in the underground cavern. You got up, lit a quick fire to have a hot meal, and are licking your wounds after your short rest. Remind me, last week it was exactly. Well, when we ended, had you guys descended back into the cavern, or no?
I believe we were about to.
Okay. So, uh, let's backtrack just a couple minutes before, where you guys have just finished your short rest. You're about to kind of knock out your the fire and get ready to go back down. Was there any other preparations you guys wanted to do during your short rest, or shortly after it, before you head back to
I would like to spend some time regretting many of my life decisions and trying to figure out exactly which ones have led me to this point. So that way, if I have a chance to go back in time, I can change course.
I would just be silently thinking to myself how I can get away with murdering a vampire and no one know.
Now, who is that again?
Number 1, not number 17.
No, I mean, was that Henri, or was that he who cannot be named?
Right.
well, with that, you guys descend back to down into it. A familiar sight welcomes you, but again, things have changed since last time. Again, before the first time you came down here, the whole room was kind of damp but very, very humid. There seemed to be some sort of an air current going on. And now, as you go down there, it's just unbearably hot. The ground itself is bone dry to the point where you'd be afraid that if you placed your hand on the ground, it would suck the moisture out of your body. You've also noticed a thin layer of sand has kind of formed at the bottom of here, starting to slightly obscure parts of the summoning circle.
Is it like difficult for us to walk or anything?
No, it's just a little bit different.
The moment I get down there and I feel how hot it is, I'm gonna pull my dagger because I get fire resistance when I pull it out.
So you did do that. Argenta turns on her personal ACC. Just sits there with the dagger, kind of like pressing on her forehead, fanning herself.
Next, I stand next to her. See if I can't get like residual.
I'll just be like,
Just huddles around.
guys, it's a dry heat. It's fine.
As you say that, the vampire wizard goes, well, I've got some good news and maybe some bad news.
Bad news first.
Well, I know how much you all have been wanting me to somehow use my vast power to help you with this. That's not gonna happen at all. But the good news is, I have a reason now, other than my disdain for you.
And that is?
I think I have a ritual I can cast while you are fighting one of these creatures that will stabilize the summoning circle long enough for you to get a proper rest. However, I have to perform the ritual while the creature is alive and while it is destroyed. The ritual has to be ongoing and to take my full attention, as well as the attention that he kind of plops his hand on Leopold's shoulder of my personal guardian as he prevents me from dying. See if something goes wrong with me while this is happening. The exact opposite happens, where it becomes completely unstable, explodes, and if we're lucky, we'll just take a very, very large chunk of the prime material plane and shunt it to the Shadowfell. If we're unlucky, it'll do the exact opposite, where it will pull the Shadowfell into the prime material plane, still destroying everything here, but also bringing all sorts of very bad things.
Fun times.
How long do you need for this ritual?
Oh, I have to start it before you bring the creature into being, and it has to keep going until the creature dies.
Alright.
But we don't need to let the creature live for any particular amount of time.
No, if you can kill it immediately, all the much better.
Well, this sounds very helpful, actually.
It does.
See, I'm not that bad guy.
No, you are. You are. So we're saying
Alright.
you guys want to do fire? I get take it.
Yeah. Fire before earth.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Hear that? You see Leopold. If you come up high, they have an idea.
We're all ears.
Creatures. Generally, if you were to fight a creature like this, you have very limited control on the battlefield. Here, this is something that exact spot show up and know roughly what is going to do. So it makes a certain preparations may be able to shift the odds in our favor.
Good idea. No, that's a really good idea.
I mean, we can certainly try.
It's simply a suggestion. You don't have to take any of it. I just, after the last of the fight, and it kind of turns towards Valhalla.
You and me both.
So, add a character. Apparently, Nameless doesn't have control water, but he can create it, and then Henri can do it, so I can still technically do it.
Well, he didn't mean the actual
Gotcha.
Which you didn't do.
All right, so Nameless. Or I will go up to Nameless. Have I got a mission for you? We need water. Can you create like a column of water right here? And I'll gesture towards the thing where the creature will appear.
Let me look. Okay, so that one's more of a wall of water, but yes. And then that one's a 35-foot cube. So yes. Sorry, I was reading my spells.
Just so that I know, Jody, Argenta's gonna like kick the ground. Is it all sand, or is it just sand and then the stones under it?
There's still a stone underneath, because that's what the summoning circle is inscribed into.
Okay.
There's just a light layer of sand that wasn't there before.
Okay. So I can't use Move Earth here because it's stone still.
Stone counts as like this isn't shaped as a stone. It's rock, which still counts as earth. It does for earthbenders. So yeah, this isn't. This whole cavern is basically carved out of like a rock deposit versus built. If that makes sense. And with you knowing Move Earth, you can see. Oh, that looks like I could totally make a cavern like this using Move Earth. Well, wait a minute. Maybe that's how they made it.
I could make 5-foot pits underneath the red orb, and then you could fill them with water.
Don't fire elementals usually fly? Or am I making things up?
I don't know. I've never seen one.
It's safe to say it's a fire elemental that comes out.
Would I know? Given Vala's familiarity with fire.
Go ahead and roll me a let's call it a history.
That's 11. That dice is going away. Reader. Oh.
As far as you can remember, there are some fire elementals that have flight speed, and there's some that
Okay. So it's possible this creature might be able to fly. It's possible it might not. Since you don't know this is a specific creature that might be coming out. Know what the entirety of what it is. All right, so I'll turn to the others. Yeah, on second thought, I don't know if they can all fly or some can fly. I don't know. But it probably makes sense to have a reservoir for the water at the very least, even if it can just fly around it.
Well, as Nameless, I mean, I can just create a bunch of tidal waves over and over.
How many?
If I use everything I got, Math, sorcery point math. I want to say 9.
That's a lot of water.
It's like everything at my disposal, but I could do it.
How large is the tidal wave again?
30 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. Because I can only do create water once a day because it's a water genasi thing, but tidal wave is just a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, that's probably like 4 or 5 of those tidal waves would probably fill most of this cavern with water.
I believe we still have water breathing because it hasn't been 24 hours, so there's
I
that.
also think maybe that water won't be around having the fire missile here. It'll all evaporate fairly quickly, I would think.
Yes, steam isn't horribly damaging to everyone.
Well, we have a vent out top, but for the most part of it, yeah, it is.
What's the worst that could happen?
Our porridge will be incredibly clean.
Nameless just starts stretching and just aiming his fingers at the fire orb.
No. Vala's just ticking off her head. Nope, that spell's gonna be useless. Nope, that spell's gonna be useless. Nope, that spell's gonna be useless.
The worst enemy for Vala.
That's okay. Sure, fire isn't the only arrow in my quiver. It's just most of the arrows in my quiver.
90%, yeah.
Yeah.
And then not a one trick of a pony. No, 2-ish.
1.5.
I know many tricks. They all just happen to be very similar.
They burn things.
Either I can try to hit something with fire, or I can make something try to avoid hitting the fire. Those are 2 completely different things.
Jody, I do have a question. Nameless wouldn't chime in on this fact, but when I mentioned I could create a bunch of water, did that worry them?
Worry.
The 2 vampires who are going to be doing the ritual, because if I start creating a bunch of water and fill the room with water, I don't know if that'll mess with them. Nameless doesn't know that, but I'm sure others would.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, unless someone was watching them, which nobody said they were, you wouldn't. They didn't
Okay.
say it. Let's put it that way.
So if I unintentionally cause a TPK by an angry wizard, I'm sorry.
What would be a bold idea? I thought he would have said that and then thought it would be an issue.
Yeah, Leopold also doesn't understanding just exactly how loose of a cannon Nameless is. And he also said Panage for controlling water.
It's true.
Sean.
Penchant.
Nameless's track record is gonna just fill the room with water, and then lightning's gonna erupt, and we're all gonna be dead from that. So.
The good thing is that it has to be moving water. So unless you start like whirlpooling it, I think they'll be okay.
All right. Well,
Oh god. I forgot about that.
so I guess Henri will just go where he is on the map and just be ready. I
Yeah.
guess to attack whatever comes out. Since
Our
my
gentle will be
whip's
there.
made of water, so which I already summoned the whip before this, just so it's out.
Vala is.
Vala is scared.
Vala is very afraid.
Commander,
Alright.
your mini blends in so well. I just see floating hands.
I am camouflage. I am the night.
I guess I'm ready, and I'm also ready.
I'm ready.
What do know ever be?
Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Vala is going to get Argenta and um, Lillian together. Just be like, hey, circle up for a second, and like put her hands on both of their shoulders and be like, we got this. On three, break! And then cast heroism on the three of us.
Alright.
Alright.
You start
Butcher.
out of nowhere. Dun, 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 dun.
And I will do this just before we break the orb,
Okay.
since it's good for a minute.
Any other setups or plans before all hell breaks loose? Effectively?
No, I'm good.
I would like
No.
to take what essentially would be the second shot in my turn, the bullet out, and put one of the bar bullets in, so I could shoot one normal shot and then just to learn, and then shoot the second shot and hopefully hit.
So, because you have, well, which shot are you talking about? You talking about the pinning
The
shot,
round.
or just one of the?
Normal round bullets.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And what's your charisma bonus, Vala?
It is 5.
Okay.
So Argenta and Lillian both immune to fear, and you get 5 temporary hit points at the beginning of each of your turns.
That'll be useful.
Yeah, apparently that other arrow in my quiver is healing.
Okay.
Any other setups or plans before?
No. I think we're good.
Yep.
All right. The two vampires kind of huddle in the far corner, with Leopold picking his shield up and kind of crouching down to provide as much cover as he can for the much smaller vampire wizard. And as you all prepare, who's going to crack the orb?
I guess Henri could, because he has reach with his whip if we just need to attack it.
Yeah, just any sort of magical or any sort of impactful abilities striking the orb. So anyone can do it with a spell or an attack.
And we'll do the safer route, and Henry will do, I think it's Frostbite is the Warlock one? Yes. I don't know if the orb can do saving throws, but that's the range he's got.
What kind of saving throw?
Constitution.
Yeah, orbs don't have a constitution, so we'll say it works. Go ahead and just roll damage for me.
I probably should have turned on a light so I can see my dice. 4 cold damage.
All right.
Well,
Was that with the leveled up?
Yeah, 2d6.
It's impressive. You get less than you could have rolled with a single. So as you guys will watch as Henri kind of extends his hand, and you see this kind of cold shimmer extend from it, and it envelops the orb, and you watch frost start to appear, and then you watch as a crack appears as the glass, whatever, of this orb appeared to have changed temperature far too quickly. If you guys have ever seen a warm glass placed on a cold surface, as it instantly shatters cracks. Same kind of thing happens with this orb as you watch a crack form, then another, and another, and soon you can just feel the heat getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Finally, this very bright flash appears, and you hear the orb explode as fire envelops everyone in the room. And as you all recover, you see this massive creature made entirely of fire, with a face that seems to follow the flames as it wraps. It lets out this unearthly shriek in a language none of you guys speak any of the elemental language.
Nameless has Aquan, but
You would kind of like romantic languages. You would kind of pick out certain aspects of it that you're like, oh wait a minute, I kind of know words similar to that. You're not sure.
Billy?
What?
It's like Billy?
And as this happens, I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
Okay.
All right, Vala.
19.
Back. Commander.
24.
Nice. Andre.
Andre got 17.
Okay. And then Nameless.
16.
Yeah. Our Digenta.
13.
And Liliane.
You remember?
That's what I like it.
Shit.
Right. So, Commander, you're up first. As soon as the creature appears, it is unbearably hot to the point where you can actually feel, even with you being so far away, you can actually feel yourself starting to get a sunburn almost from just it kind of existing here. Also, the entire cavern now is bathed in this brilliant, bright orange light emanating from this massive 25-foot tall creature that's almost scraping its head on stalactites below the light.
Boy. All right. Take my first 2 shots. Well, it's probably that's not gonna hit. It's a 14.
As you sit there and aim and you fire, the bullet travels right up to it and goes directly for the creature, and the bullet melts before it gets close enough to do anything.
Time for the bar shot. Much better. Okay. That's what I wanted. 29.
29 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. So you guys watch as Commander pulls out Fury, fires his first shot, and you watch as the bullet just disintegrates before it even gets to him. You watch him rotate the barrel, take another shot, and this bullet comes out that's blacker than night. And as it gets close, you watch the fire elemental just kind of look at it, and its eyes widen just a little bit as the bullet gets closer and closer, and doesn't melt at all.
That is 12
Starts
damage.
Getting brighter and even darker and darker, but black the closer it gets. How much did it damage?
12.
Right. And as the bullet strikes, you watch it kind of suspended in midair inside this whirling kind of tornado
I'll move just a little to my right, 10 feet to my right, a little bit,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. The creature is not pleased. So you watch him just go, and he screams, and this wave of fire just explodes from him. Each creature in the area within 300 feet, so that's buddy, in physical contact with a metal object, so metal armor, metal weapons, any kind of metal on you at all, takes 9 fire damage.
Nameless just laughs at everybody for being near naked.
Yeah, he's just sitting there like, whew. Somebody turned on that dryer. And then I also need everyone to make a con saves.
Round up or round down, Jody?
Always round down.
Okay.
I think there's one officially published WotC thing in the 5th edition that has you round up. And it says it very clearly, so everything is always round down. Okay, we'll start from the bottom this time. Lillian.
23.
You are fine. Argenta.
Also 23.
Damn. And then the nameless.
Nameless got a 17.
Or not fine. Andre,
20, not natural.
you are not fine. Commander,
19.
you are not fine. Vala.
I'm going to be just fine with an 8.
Everyone that failed, you have 1 level of exhaustion.
Lovely.
Oh, cool.
Also, that 9 points of fire damage that I took, because I have a sword on my hip, heroism is gone. I rolled a 9 for my constitution save, or concentration check.
All right.
So, you guys were feeling kind of like buff and ready. We're now feeling a little less so. Maybe a little bit of a pee leaked out. You're not sure.
Well, Nameless is back up to 3 levels of exhaustion.
If it did, it evaporated really quickly.
Vala, you're up next.
Okay.
Looks like he really wants a hug.
I am going to cast. Yes, actually. As soon as I can find Hug. What?
Kind of want to arcane hug as well.
So I will cast.
Bigby's hug.
I will cast Hex at first level.
Okay.
As my bonus action, and then for my action, I will cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. So with Hex, what are you hexing?
Yes, that is right. I'm hexing the fire dude, and his he will have disadvantage on dexterity checks.
All right. And then go, is it a save for the Vicious Mockery?
It must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take psychic damage. So, yes. So he saves against that. But for my Vicious Mockery, I say, "You're so disgusting, I wouldn't even touch you with Bigby's hand."
And
No.
He seems just not to register the insult.
It's because I can't use Bigby's hand yet. Alright, well.
Little do you know, he's good friends with Bigby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yep, okay, so yeah, that's a whole lot of. That's going to be my turn, and I will actually just kind of move a little bit to not be clumped up with everyone else.
As you do that, he seems to grow agitated again and goes, and this another wave of fire emanates from him. Again, anyone touching metal takes the 9 of fire damage, and everyone needs to make another God save.
Oh, goody.
Start with Lala.
19.
Not enough. Commander?
23.
You're good. Henri?
Hopefully I'm good with 22.
You're good. Nameless?
Well, he's a natural 1, so plus 8, though.
So that's a fail. Argenta?
28.
You have a really high con score, don't you?
Yeah.
Lillian?
15.
You fail. Anyone that fails takes another little level of exhaustion. That brings us to Henri.
Okay, well, let me go to the map. I will bonus action Hexblade's Curse, and I think I just need to be within 10 feet, so. And then I will attack.
Does Hexblade curse an attribute as well?
No, it just gives me bonus damage and easier to crit, all that stuff.
Okay.
First attack, 23 to hit.
To the 23 did definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, it is 12 points of cold damage.
All right. And as you sit there and hit him with your water whip, an explosion of fire happens as soon as you impact with him, and you take 17 points of fire damage.
Damn. Okay, well, second attack is going to hurt me more than it hurt him. 23 again. That was so close to a natural 19.
But it definitely hits. Roll the damage.
At the rate this is going, I'm just going to dump a non-crit Eldritch Smite into it. 5, 6. Okay. Let's get this damage going before I go unconscious. 10, 12. So 20 force and 14 cold. And if he's huge or smaller, I will knock him prone.
Cool. He seems immune to that condition, being a giant finger of fire.
I thought I'd try, but okay.
So you said the 20 and 14, so grand total of the 30 4?
Yeah, I don't know if you need the damage type separate.
No, not for this. All right. And as you hit him and put that extra bit of Eldritch power into it, again, another burst of flame hits you. You take another 17 of fire damage.
Awesome. Alright, that's Henri's turn.
Right. At the end of Henri's turn, another wave of flames erupts from the creature, causing anyone touching the metal to take 9 fire damage and everyone to make a con save.
Yeah, that's 2 fails.
So we'll start with Lillian this time.
14.
For failure or Genta?
27.
Success. And then a nameless.
Under 20 for both of them combined.
So it's for failures. Commander.
26.
Success. And Vala.
18.
Failure. Everyone that failed gains another level of exhaustion. That brings us to nameless.
Well, okay. He actually gets a turn. I don't know if I should do Cone of Cold or Tidal Wave at this point.
Give him the water.
I'll just do Tidal Wave. He takes up a vast majority, so I'll just do it like right on him, and so in a way it doesn't hit anyone else.
Okay.
So a Dex save. DC 17, I believe. Yeah.
Well, he got an 18.
Okay. Well, he's not knocked prone, but he still takes half of. Really, half of 4.
Really?
I rolled 4 ones.
Wow.
Oh no.
So he takes 2 damage, and just that was amazing.
Watch as Nameless just starts sitting there, and you see water start kind of coursing through him, and he thrusts his hand forward and makes this massive wave of water that he pushes forward, and as it starts to fall on the elemental, you watch it just evaporate before it gets anywhere near him, and a couple drops kind of strike him on his body in a couple places. You see him kind of shiver for just a second. Poorly.
I guess I will bonus action quicken spell Array of Frost to hopefully do something.
It would be a little hilarious if your Ray of Frost did more damage than the title.
Probably. So let me roll the hit. Oh, okay. It's a natural 20. Are you go to hell?
That's great. Where are you at?
A cantrip is stronger than a 3rd level spell.
So, you guys need the damage desperately right now.
19 points of cold damage, and its speed's reduced by 10 until the start of my next turn.
All right. So you watch as Henri, looking frustrated that his the tidal wave was pointless, just sits there and he points his finger at him, and this bolt of blue-white little light goes and impacts the fire elemental, and you watch as parts of the fire that's just raging start to kind of die down. You see little ice crystals form. And the creature just like kind of shakes it off. Any thing else?
Cry.
Okay, you can do that as a free action. No more little legend points. So that brings us to our Genta.
Alright, the very first thing, because we need damage over my goddamn rage right now, is I'm going to mark it with Planar Warrior.
Okay. Kind of
And
make this target in your mind of this creature.
and then I'm moving into melee with it.
All right. The closer you get, the hotter it becomes, and the kind of cooling protection you get from your the dagger helps, but it's still sweltering near the creature.
Alright. Reckless attacks. Here we go.
All right.
That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
The 24 definitely hits.
Okay. Takes 11, 16 force damage.
All right.
Second attack. 24 to hit again.
Again, this time it misses. His AC just changes randomly.
He takes 5 points of piercing and 6 cold.
Right? Right, so you go in, and your first attack, you see this kind of explosion of planar energy. You dive the dagger in. Your second attack, you spin around and plunge it in. Each time you plunge the dagger in, you take 17 points of fire damage.
All right.
Again, twice is 34, but you half it because of resistance.
Must be nice.
17.
Yep.
Is that in your turn?
That's bonus action, most of my movement, so yeah.
All right. So anyone within 10 feet, which looks like Henri and Argenta, the just pure intense heat from this creature causes you to take an additional. This is a 17 fire damage.
Alright.
Not great.
I don't know if it needs high intelligence with its damage.
Well, see, the thing is depending on how intelligent it is gonna kind of decide whether or not it's gonna try using some of its spell casting, as it has this weird thing lodged in its gut. Alright, so everyone but Argenta and Henri. But first things first. You watch as the creature starts to conjure magical energy, and as it does, you watch as the bullet that's kind of lodged in the creature starts to create even more kind of this purplish little lightning and sparks. It's fine. As it has to kind of fight through this haze of all this crazy something going on. And as it does, you watch it kind of extend its hand, and this firestorm just erupts all over the cavern.
Is Nameless within 60 feet? Because I will counter spell.
Go ahead. You're going to have to roll for it.
Okie dokie, let me mark that off. I don't know what skill check this is. Oh, just
You make...
Isn't it a spell casting modifier check?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just my charisma modifier.
Yep.
20.
That's enough. So, as the creature extends its hands, who was it? Honor or Nameless?
Nameless.
Nameless sees the firestorm forming and kind of extends his hand and twists it. And as you all see fires starting to rise up beneath you, you watch it all just dissipate as Nameless stops the spell before it even starts. Yeah, that's its turn. It seems upset with you.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna go to Liliane.
um,
Apparently, spa day for us melees. Have fun.
yeah, really. Um, but, I really don't have. Fun. So about the, and I will take out my crossbow to my crossbow at it.
All right, you take your. Is it a heavy or a light crossbow?
It is like
So you guys watch as he takes the crossbow, or she takes the crossbow. She doesn't generally tend to use it. Gets it out, goes for a shot.
it's 23 to hit.
It definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That would be 8 damage.
All right, as the crossbow bolt comes, as it gets close, the little bit of metal on it does make it and strikes the creature a little bit, but the actual bolt erupts and incinerates before it gets anywhere close. It does a little damage, not as much as that.
And that would be my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, the elemental looks at the nameless, extends one of its arms, and just creates a fist and closes it. And you watch as nameless bursts into the flames. I need a con save from the nameless.
Yeah, that's even with a +8, that doesn't equal 10.
Progressives. So you take 70 fire damage and catch fire.
That would be, swelling off. He didn't have half max HP, and it's just unconscious now.
Okay. You are unfortunately still on fire.
Yep.
Even while unconscious.
8 more points, or 10 more points, and it would have been a one-shot for you.
You pissed off the fire element, or the uber fire something. Cool. That was that legendary action. Commander, what would you like to do?
I don't know. I just like. I will go ahead and attack with my last 2 shots, I guess.
All right.
First one is a 27.
Yeah.
Second one is a 23.
Both hit.
First one is 10, and the second is 14.
All right, so you fire the 2 shots again. As the bullets get close, they start melting. Though you've learned kind of the angles you need to get so that at least part of the bullet gets to the creature before it melts, and you do see it wince from a little bit of a pain from the 2 shots. Anything else you want to do? Commander?
I'm still here.
Just thinking and contemplating
I don't- I-
the demise.
Yeah, you know what? Things are bad, so I'm going to use my action surge.
Okay.
I am going to reload with one attack, and I'm going to actually use one of those harpoon shots of the bar material as my next shot.
Okay.
Because I haven't tried this yet, and I want to see what this would do, and things are getting crazy.
Alright, go for it.
And I'm going to burn grit to give myself which one is it? I'll just burn grit so I can get advantage.
Okay. So you guys watch as lightning fast, he pulls out this strange looking kind of rod of the thing that he loads into the muzzle of Fury. He sits there and he aims slowly, purposefully, squeezes the trigger. You hear a louder explosion than you're used to as the bar kind of extends itself and turns almost into kind of a harpoon with a flat kind of edge on the back.
So can I take the grit back because I didn't need it? Darn it.
Did you get
Okay.
him back on crits anyway?
You're right. Fair point.
So
Uh,
kinda,
Yeah, right. It's a natural 20, so
right. I don't have the item description in front of me. Does it just hit or does it damage as well? Right.
it hits. Oh crap! I thought I had it saved. I have it saved, but I can't remember where it was. Give me a second.
I can.
Here it is. I got it.
Okay. They just don't have it directly in front of me.
Let's see. Hitting harpoon. Target must use a DC 8. Beat a strength check of DC 8. Oh wait, hang on. DC 8 plus my proficiency plus my dex, which is 12.
So effectively, your spell
17.
DC
Yeah,
based
17.
on okay.
And if he fails, he is pinned. But you did not give me any kind of damage as far as damage is concerned.
Okay.
Right.
Due to the fact that you would kind of be impaling, and I think that's what we talked about this, right? Like it kind of impales them, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you do the normal damage for a shot in addition to the thing.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your crit advantage.
And it's max damage. That is 25.
Very nice. Very needed. All right, so you sit there. You guys watch as this kind of harpoon with a bar on the end goes. It pierces the creature, and the creature kind of howls in pain. And it kind of gets trapped with the creature, but you watch as the fire just kind of moves around it, and it falls and hits the ground near the creature because it's immune to restraint and prone and all these conditions. So,
Great. All right.
anything else you want to do?
I believe that's all my turn.
All right, Vala, you're up.
So I am going to turn and see Nameless on the ground and on fire. And he's very far away from me, and I can't make it to him in time. So I'm going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level, and just kind of whisper under my breath, rolls. And do max healing, so he gets 13 hit points. Or I heal him for 13 points. Right?
Hey.
And then nameless, you hear the word rolls whispered in your ear. You instantly feel energized. You're still on fire though. So you are now hot cross buttons.
So that's my bonus action. For my action, I would like to turn to the creature and cast Toll the Dead.
Cool. Is that another save?
That is a save of the Wisdom variety.
All right. I'm rolling super high. Which is funny. Wisdom is its second lowest as a stat. 20 did it do?
Fuck. Yep, so that's my...
I just realized it has advantage on those saving throws as well.
Oh. Yeah, so that's my turn.
Gotcha. It's gonna bring us to Henri.
Well, seeing as how melee is out the window right now, Henri, without moving, is just going to.
Yeah,
Oh,
never mind.
go ahead.
I don't- No, I was gonna say I've dropped my sword, which is the piece of metal I have. I'm not even holding it. It's just like on my hip. But that will take.
I'm fine with that. With all the other
Okay.
failures to the turn, we'll let you drop your sister sword.
The sword. It's not so much I drop it as much as the sword no longer wants to be associated with me.
Sword's going on its solo project.
So Henri will cast Cone of Cold in a way where I won't hit Argenta.
Okay.
So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Right. Those were two very low rolls. 19.
That saves still. So half of 40. So 20 points of cold damage.
All right.
I don't want to take that backlash damage, and I guess he's just gonna stay there, as doesn't want to risk getting hit.
Right.
So that's his turn.
So you guys watch as Henri kind of cups his hands together, and this kind of blizzard forms at his fingertips, going through and just ravishing this creature. But it still seems to be standing free. Brings us to Nameless.
Well, I don't want to do that with Nameless because that'll hurt literally my entire party. So, I will just do.
You're also on fire.
Yeah, I know.
You take 10 of a fire damage when you start your turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste an action putting that out. He'll just cast Tidal Wave because
That works. This is so well above 4.
he'll cast it at 4th level, which doesn't amp the damage. Just so I still have a 3rd left.
Gotcha. 30.
Yeah, so half of 20.
That's better.
Yeah, I was like, oh, a good damage roll.
And at this point, the creature, you can see little bits of flame are starting to break off and go. You can see the light is starting to dim a little bit. The creature's starting to look a little bit more labored in its movements.
I guess I'll do another quickened Ray of Frost.
All right. See if you can do more damage with your ray of frosting.
20, not natural.
That hits.
Wow, okay. Double 8, so 16 cold. You know what? Moral of the story, just Cantrips, screw spells.
Amazing.
Oh man.
You said this is 16, right?
Yeah. And his speed's lowered by 10, if that matters.
Thus far he hasn't moved, but sure.
Nameless thinks it's his doing.
You gotcha. You just freeze it up in place. The room itself, now that he's been hit by two tidal waves, is starting to become very, very steamy. To the point where it hasn't started obscuring vision yet, but it's getting close to that. So that ends Nameless. Let's go to Argenta.
All right. Sweat steaming off her body. See, but Nameless is okay. She's just gonna take in a breath and howl as she rages,
All right.
and then Reckless attacks.
Let's see what happens.
All right. So first one, it's gonna be a 25 to hit.
Definitely a hit.
64, 8. Terrible roll. 7 plus 12 force damage.
So total is the 12, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Second hit is a good thing a reckless. 23 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go roll the damage.
6 piercing, 6 cold.
Right. You can put both of those as just one for me.
Okay, 12. 12.
All right. So you guys watch as Argenta lets out this unearthly scream of rage, just starts wailing on the creature with this frozen dagger. Each time that the dagger plunges into the creature, it cries out in pain, and a burst of fire envelops Argenta. 17 damage twice. However you did to do it, you take 17 damage to it twice. I will let you figure out the math. What
All
that
right.
actually turns into.
All right.
Uh,
That's my turn.
Cool. It's the turn. What does it want to do? Yepers, it's going it's going to ball its flaming fists and raise it up and slam it down twice on River Ring.
Doki.
So the first one is a 23.
The first one, because I'm low, I will use my reaction and do Armor of Hexes.
Okay.
So I will roll the d6 if it's a 4 and roll 20. If it's 4 or higher, it misses.
Okay.
There you go. First one misses.
All right. So you, as the fist comes down, you kind of raise your hand up, and you watch as this mystic armor just kind of forms around you and stops the fist just dead in its tracks. It comes around, comes for another hit, and this one is a 20, 28, 29, something like that. 29. There you go.
Yeah, that'll hit anything.
So you take 18 of bludgeoning damage and 18 of fire damage. Slams into
Yeah, no, I gotta Tomb of Listus or else I'm unconscious, so now I gotta do math. It was 12 and 12?
12 into or 18 and 18 is the sun.
Okay, gotta do math. 36 plus 18, because I have vulnerability to fire damage when I'm in this block of ice, so 36 plus 18?
That would be 46, 54.
Okay, so 46 temporary hit points left. Gotcha.
So you guys watch as this fist of fire envelops Henri, and then you hear the creature kind of scream in rage as it pulls its hand back, and there's a nice block of ice where Henri was standing moments before.
Man, that's a cool trick.
Is a very cool trick. The creature is kind of getting sick of this stuff. So he's going to walk through Argenta.
Alright.
And come out on the other side.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Hasn't left your
Gotcha.
attack range yet. However, it's pissed enough that it doesn't care. It's going to walk or fly right over to within 10 feet of the Nameless. Forgot at the beginning of the turn, both Henri and
Right.
who's you was it? Henri and Argenta would have taken 17 from a fire damage for being
Oh.
too close.
Then I wouldn't have even done Levistus. I would just be unconscious then. Because I only had 12. Oh, I guess. Yeah, because it would have been in response to that, so I'll just say I'm unconscious. It's weird.
Well, I forgot it, so we'll say it this time since it was my mistake. We won't worry about it. But you guys do get opportunity attacks as it goes past you and leaves your attack range.
Almost
Oh.
crit. 26.
That hit.
Actually, I completely spaced. Both are reactions, and I already used my reactions, so I think I'm unconscious. My bad.
So you're still unconscious, and you wouldn't have been able to make an opportunity attack anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a reaction as well. So he's unconscious, but you actually did do hits. So go ahead and roll your damage.
15.
15 definitely hit. Or no, 15 misses. Sorry.
Oh no, that was the. I rolled a.
The damage. Sorry.
Yeah, because I rolled a 26 to hit.
Math is hard. So yeah, you hit it. You take another 17 fire damage as it explodes on you,
Yep.
and it starts getting closer and closer to Henri, or not Henri, the Nameless.
Below half now. Oh no.
You're sitting there going, wait a minute. I think I could go that low? This is a start. Lillian, what would you like to do?
Oh man, I probably can request it. I will grab it for activate my radiant light and use my spell. Yeah, I'll use a move for them.
Okay.
And use my bonus action to do my blood clip at the most with a pretty attack.
Remind me, for the blood maledicts, the creature has to have blood, right?
Not at my level.
Gotcha, okay. Then never mind, I was about to say, there's no blood.
Yeah.
Or if there is, it's evaporated. Never mind.
And then I will attack.
Alright, so you guys will watch watch as she now, just so I understand, you activated your right, which is your bonus action. The blood curse is also a bonus action.
Oh. And then I won't do that.
Okay. So you watch as Lillian moves forward, slices her hand, and her blade erupts in bright white little light. She comes forward and
That would be 17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so. Yeah. That will be 6.
6 the total damage.
Yeah.
All right, so your first attack, you slice into it. An explosion happens. You take 17 of fire damage.
And I am now down.
And you collapse on the All right. That brings us back to Commander.
Real quick, can I look over in that corner and is he doing the spell? Like actually doing the thing?
From what you can tell, he's hard to see because he's kind of almost completely covered by Leopold, but he looks to be canting something, and there's obviously magic going off of it.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I have no healing, so I can't do anything to help anyone with that. So I'm just gonna keep attacking. See what I can do right now.
All right.
2 shots. Actually, where is he at? He's there. I'm gonna move. Actually, I'll use my movement. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna go straight to my left to here. And I'm going to use Burn a Grit for, see if this works. I don't know if it will because bullets melt. I'm gonna use Burn a Grit for a forceful shot.
Okay.
and try and push him away.
All right.
So that's a strength save on his part, DC 17. And or it's a 19 to hit first.
Well, 19 to hit that does hit.
Okay.
He gets an 8. This is a strength save.
Sweet. That means
So how about roll the damage first, and then we'll do them.
that's 15 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this D10's rolling well.
A lot better than it has been.
Uh-huh.
All right, and then how far does he?
15 feet away from me.
Pushed him to the wall. And far enough away that Henri is and no longer within the 10 feet and getting hurt as soon as the turn comes up. Congratulations.
Oh, cool. And then second shot is a 24.
It definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Not as good as the last one. 10 damage.
All right, so you guys watch as again, he takes aim. He takes a careful shot, and you watch as kind of a sonic boom forms around the bullet as it strikes the creature. It goes so fast that most of the bullet strikes it. You watch the creature just get blown away. He fires this a second shot, and the bullet mostly melts before it gets there. But the creature still cries out of pain. Anything else you wanted to do?
Use my bonus action to reload, and that's it.
All right. So the creature itself is seems to be getting angry. Starts casting a spell, and appears right next to
Oh crap!
Commander. Brings us to Vala.
All right, so Henri and Lillian are.
Is that Vala right there?
No.
Who is this? Just random dude. That's the
Big.
dude.
I think that was my water clone from last session.
Okay, cool. So that's the magic dude. He's just kind of chilling over there.
So Henri and Lillian are both unconscious.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And the purple one is Henri, correct?
Yes.
Good. I can actually Vala drenched in sweat with 3 levels of exhaustion.
Only.
Is just barely able to get over to Henri. Puts it kind of like leads down a little bit, almost collapses. Casts Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get max dice again. So that's 15 points of healing.
It's better than 0.
And then I will turn to Lillian, and as a bonus action, I will use 2 of my healing, 2 dice from my healing pool.
You have a heal.
I have a healing pool from my Warlock patron.
Aha!
It was this or be able to bounce back at half hit points when I hit 0.
Very cool.
So Lillian, I'll like focus on my Warlock focus, lend out a hand. A very weak beam of healing light goes over to Lillian, and she gets 3 points of healing.
Both are conscious, which is really useful.
And I'll just be like,
What is that from? Is that another kind of thing, or is that from a book I'm not thinking?
this is the Pact of the Celestial
From Xanathars.
from Xanathars.
I gotta read that
It's-
thing again.
It's what my original Warlock pack turned into when it got published. So, yeah, bonus action I get to heal. Yeah, from a dice pool, and it's got range. So yeah, it's
Yeah, that might have just saved some little lives.
Yeah.
As that, or anything else you wanted to do?
once again just deeply regret my choices that have led me down this path.
As that happens, the creature again crosses its arms and lets this another wave of fire go. Anyone to the touching metal takes 9 points of fire damage. Which unfortunately, I think takes Lillian back to
Yeah.
unconsciousness.
She. I thought I gave her like 13 points or something. No,
No, that
No,
was me.
she-
no, no. You're right. Sorry, I was thinking Henri. Never mind.
And everyone I need con saves.
So, how does con saves work for this when you're unconscious? Because Nameless is
Yeah.
down.
I think incapacitated.
Do I just auto fail?
Incapacitated only causes you to auto fail straight into the dex saves. So I'll have you still roll. I did miss this part though. It says each creature in the area that isn't resistant or immune to fire damage must make the con save. So.
Oh,
Are
I'm
you-
okay then.
You are fine. Meaning any levels of exhaustion you have, kind of you can get rid of.
Okay.
Everyone else, though, I need good con saves.
That's good because I rolled a 3 this time.
Had you gotten a level of exhaustion, I don't think you failed yet.
No, I hadn't failed yet.
Good. I don't feel as bad. We'll start with Vala.
You said fire, not radiant, right?
Fire. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm at 4 levels of exhaustion. I rolled an 8
Cool.
because now I'm rolling.
Fourth level exhaustion really isn't that bad.
It's
Yeah.
5 that sucks, trust me.
Oh no, I'm
Commander,
23.
that's a saves on River Reed.
23, but that's with a natural 20.
Damn.
I think that's the only way he can save.
No, there's a couple more, but not much. Then the Nameless.
Oh, Nameless failed because he has disadvantage on everything.
Okay. So he gets another level of exhaustion. Argenta.
I'm resistant.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Lillian.
$20.
Yeah, you're fine. What is your con save?
Only 4, but I can add it damage.
Oh, damn. Cool. Then that's the end of that legendary action. That brings us to Henri Reed, who I think is conscious, right?
Yes. Let me check his HP. Yeah, he's not going closer, so he'll make water work for him, and I will cast. I'll just say the X'd out orb is the water twin, just so we don't have to put something there in the top, like right behind it, fire elemental. And I'm gonna summon the water twin there and have it attack.
Cool. Look, it's your water twin. Where is it?
Down 2 more.
There.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me. Yeah.
Go for it.
21? No, 20, because sorry, it's only +9. 20 to hit.
Definitely hits.
12 points of cold damage.
All right.
And I still have an action, but not much to do with it, so I guess I
Have no cantrips you can cast?
I do, but it's very limited range because I'm a firm believer I don't like Eldritch Blast, so I try not to take it. Okay, yeah, it's still within 60. It's still within 60, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a con save for frostbite. Cool. So 0.
That brings his con save up to 32.
Mm.
So. Cool. So that ends that. Nameless.
Yeah, about that.
He's dead, isn't he?
As you guys look over to see Nameless still kind of smoldering in the fires, you see he's not moving at all. You no longer see his chest rising or falling. Simply there as the flames slowly envelop him. Argenta.
Just kind of seeing that, she immediately is making a mad dash. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's her full movement. Reckless attacks.
Go for it.
21 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go and roll the damage.
Shit. 2, 6, 11 force.
All right.
And then second attack, 25 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go roll the damage.
Plus d6. That's going to be 13 total.
All right, so you take 17 fire damage to twice as you watch as this kind of blind with rage Argenta just rushes forward and just keeps jamming this dagger into this fire creature. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Right. Commander and Argenta, you both take 17 fire damage as just the radiant heat from this creature is burning you.
Okay.
And Commander, it's going to slam you. Takes its fists and just starts bringing them down to your head.
Okay.
First one being 28.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Second one, 5.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Each one of those hits is 18 of the bludgeoning plus 18 of the fire. So a total of 36 damage twice.
72.
Down I go.
You guys watch as the fist comes down and it slams into Commander. You see him kind of scorched from the fire and everything as he looks up as the second fist comes down. As it rises up, you see Commander lying on the floor, scorched and hurt. That's the end of Liliane.
Alright. 19.
So you're not dead yet. Commander,
Yes.
I need a death save.
Okay, that's a 1.
2 for the failures. You guys see the commander's chest is raising lower and lower. His breathing is getting more and more shallow. Vala.
I will look around and go, fuck.
The fire elemental for the thing is looking really rough. What you gonna do?
Oh god. Ah. Oh god. I don't know what to do. Mm. Henri is conscious, correct?
Yes.
Henri's conscious, Argenta is conscious. Liliane and Commander.
are unconscious.
Right. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. I'm sorry, Commander. I'm going to use Healing Light as the bonus action, 2d6s, to bring Liliane back up. So that's 8 hit points back. Can't get to Commander to touch him. So I'm gonna try to use Toll the Dead to kill the thing.
Alright.
a wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
17.
Fails.
My hex is long gone, by the way.
Assumed.
So it's missing hit points. So 2d12.
Really? Why do you think it's missing hit points?
And I rolled 9 necrotic damage.
Hey, the damage is the damage.
Joke's on us. We've only been damaging its temporary hit points this entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you sit there and you guys hear this tolling from somewhere beyond the grave. The creature kind of writhes in pain from it and stares at Vala. Anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
I will walk 15 feet closer to it.
Okay. As you do, it extends its hand, brings its hand back, closes its fist, and you burst into flames. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, goody. All I gotta do is just stay conscious. That's all I gotta do. All I gotta do. Oh, ooh. 16. Is that enough to live?
Well, it's not enough to make this as a save. As far as the living, well, you take 70 fire damage,
Fuck. I'm unconscious.
and you're on fire.
Oh, the irony here.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought of that.
I was just hoping. Fuck. Well,
All right.
I really wanted to get a. Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. I was gonna try to do Hellish Rebuke, but fire damage.
Sorry.
Nah, it's okay.
That brings us to on Reed.
I guess I will, just to speed it up, I will simultaneously action, frostbite, bonus action, water twin attack.
Okay.
So,
Frostbite.
con save.
Con save.
Mhm.
30.
Yeah, that, okay. I'm just gonna roll the clone's damage because of the 21 to hit.
Okay.
13 cold.
Definitely helps. All right. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Argenta.
Reckless attack. Uh, 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
D6, D8, 4. 8, 11, 16 force.
All right. Creature's looking really rough.
Second attack on 24 to hit.
Hits.
6, 9, 14.
How do you want to do this?
Just kind of not even thinking about herself because she's going to take fire damage anyway. She runs straight through the creature, swiping at it to get to Commander.
Okay, cool. So you guys will watch as Argenta sitting there and has just been kind of laying into this creature. She watches as Commander just falls down, unconscious, barely clinging to life. Her eyes go completely bloodshot. She doesn't even see the creature anymore. She dives directly into the center of this creature, just swinging wildly. As she does, you hear the creature scream in pain and
If I had done this one more time, I would have been unconscious.
Hey, this is first for everything. Can I go to Vala and just use my whip to put out the fire?
Yeah, it's just an action to put fire out. So that's
For flavor, I just want it to be my
yeah,
whip.
sure. So you sit there, and the whip itself just kind of extinguishes the flames. Vala, very shallowly breathing, seems to be still alive. Genta, since you're right next to Commander and you ran through a fire monster to get there, if you want to roll a medicine check, you can try to stabilize him.
Could I cast Cure Wounds?
Or you could do that.
Commander, you get back 8 hit points.
Thank you.
So you're alive. I mean, that's a pretty
If-
good thing.
Is Commander on
My
fire?
volume is low, so hopefully I just saw that note. Thank you, Elias.
Is Commander on fire? Because if so, I would have sent my water clone over there to help put him out.
No.
Okay.
The only ones that were on you only get set on fire if he uses that special thing to blow you up. So as the fire elemental kind of disintegrates and everything, you guys watch as the vampire wizard rises up and casts this spell, and you guys see this kind of whirling tornado of magic come in, and you watch this kind of static film appear over the summiting circle. And the wizard, breathing heavily, goes, I believe I've succeeded. Oh. I'm gonna go take a nap. And you watch, he vanishes.
I'm gonna, while he's, having his monologue, I'm gonna call over to Leopold and just point to Vala, since he seems to care more about her.
As Vala is still lying, bleeding out.
Leopold rushes over, pumps 50. I don't think he has any more.
I believe he used the 50 last time.
Yeah. So he'll just pump a Cure Wounds level 1 into you.
While that's happening, Argenta's like dragging herself.
So 8 plus. How does I don't have Cure Wounds in front of me in my
8 plus charisma for Paladin.
So yeah, it'd be 13. Because you rolled max. So.
While he does that, I'm limping over to Lilianne's unconscious body.
Okay.
And using my last spell slot.
Before you do that, since all of this stuff is happening, Lilianne, I do need one death save.
You're muted, by the way.
Didn't I?
Yeah, I have a airport.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. You don't need a death save.
Yeah, second to last act.
Yeah. The last act before explosion. So as you guys all sit there, kind of recovering from this immensely powerful creature, Henri, you feel something strange. As you look over at Nameless's body, you can see some kind of glow coming from him, and the glow itself starts to rise slowly and coalesces into a strange humanoid kind of shape, completely featureless but vaguely humanoid, and just kind of rests there.
Am I the only one that can see this? Or is everyone?
You don't know.
I'm just going to wander over to it.
Okay.
Without questioning it.
Right. So you guys watch as Henri goes over and just kind of stands next to Nameless's corpse. But he's not looking at the corpse. He's just looking straight ahead at nothing.
Uh, I guess. It was, mm, eh. Henri will just touch it. At this point, screw it.
As you do, nothing is there. Like you can see something, but there's no resistance. There's no change in temperature. There's nothing. It feels as if there's nothing there, but you can see something.
That's weird.
Also, very quickly, because I just saw this, Winecraft TV, thanks for the raid. We always enjoy having you guys here. Back to the game, sorry.
I guess I'll do what those photo walls where it takes a picture and it shows your shadow. Kind of just line myself up with it like a photo wall and see if that does anything. Like just go into its space, but mimic it.
You'll have to basically stand on Nameless's corpse to do that.
Yeah, Henri doesn't give a fuck.
Gotcha. So you guys watch as Henri is there. He kind of reaches ahead of himself, kind of looks at his hand, and then he just stands on Henri's corpse.
I'll just be like, the fuck? What happened to what happened to Nameless?
I'm so sorry. Nameless is corpse.
I'll like try to stand up and go over there, and then fail and have Leopold help me up.
Leopold, instead of helping you up, kind of goes, "No, you should rest."
You can.
And he kind of sees where you're looking, and he looks kind of strange as well. He goes, "I'll look into it," and he comes over, and he reaches out to try and to touch Henri, and just kind of sees him standing there. He goes, "Henri, what are you doing?"
You don't see this?
Yeah, you're standing on a dead body.
Got it. So I'm the only one that sees this gigantic figure of light. That's reassuring.
And you watch him kind of focus on his shield, and he extends his hand and just very barely touches you, and you feel this kind of warmth flow over you. That I don't think does anything, because you don't have anything lesser restoration will fix.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I don't have his character sheet in front of me, but I don't think it has. I don't think he has greater restoration right now.
Yeah. I think lesser restoration just does like poison stuff like that.
Yeah, he's trying to help. He really is.
Argento will just kind of take a look over, see if she sees anything.
So will I.
Yeah, you guys don't see anything. He's just standing on a corpse.
If I I want to see what happens if I move Nameless just like 5 feet to see if it follows Nameless.
Yeah, as you start to, you guys watch as Henri gets off and he starts dragging Nameless's corpse, and as you do, you can see this thing seems to be tethered to the corpse somehow. But the more you kind of move it and jostle it around roughly, the higher this thing starts to kind of rise. Like it does still follow him, but it seems like it's slowly moving away from him. And the more you kind of just jostle the corpse itself, the further it seems the tether binding it to him gets.
So with my unique connection to Nameless, would I piece together that if he dies, I die, or would I not piece that together?
Make me a straight intelligence check.
Well, at least it's not negative. Wait, hold on. How many levels of exhaustion? 2, so disadvantage. Okay. Oh, the first one's so good. Okay, well, the second one was a nat 20, so the second one would have to go with a 16.
All right. So looking at this and knowing what you know, you don't think if he dies you will die, but if he dies without you being able to integrate that back where it's supposed to be, that aspect will be lost to you forever.
Yeah, I don't know. Just turn to Leopold and be like, how much do you know of trying to integrate two together? Because I'm lost.
And he just looks at you like you're nuts. What are you talking about?
Jody, I forget, how much does... Dog's going crazy. How much does Henri know about Nameless? Like, was he know why he was created?
He doesn't know a ton about Nameless. What he does know is half of his personality was severed, and he's kind of put two and two together, and has figured that Nameless must be the vessel for them. But he really only knows what happened to him. He has no idea how Nameless got created or anything.
So I will say to Leopold, somehow I'm connected to this one, and I don't know what happens if whatever you can't see goes away. So I need to figure out how to get that.
How are you aware of such knowledge?
Well, I spent the better part of half a year on a plane I'm not native to, and in the process, something happened. I'm sure you can tell by my facial expression, or lack thereof. I'm lacking. I think it's tied to this one.
You figured this out on your own? How did you survive on another plane?
That's a longer story.
Whatever you learned there, I've never heard of anything like this happening.
Out of
whatever taught you how this works might have more answers than I do.
When he says that, I won't even think twice, and I'll just send the whip towards the thing of light.
Okay. The whip passes through it just like your hand did. You watch as Leopold, because the thing is in between you and Leopold, he just sees a whip coming at him, and he instantly kind of puts his shield up and then kind of backs down when it doesn't block anything because you weren't trying to hit him.
Would Henri know that if he could... I'll just try it anyway. I'll just try and communicate with my patron.
Okay.
I don't know if that's telepathically or out loud, but...
Kinda. You guys watch as Henri kind of gets down into a kneeling position, closes his eyes, and seems very much lost in the thought. And that is where we are going to end it for today. So if you missed any of the episode, I do upload all of these to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/trainerjody. So if you want to watch the rest of this episode, it'll go up sometime this weekend. All the other episodes are on there as well. Like I said at the beginning of the show, next week I have a brand new campaign starting, and it has chat integration. You can actually interact with this as a story using channel points, which we call the TJ Tales here. Yeah, you can do things like create NPCs and bosses and help out the party and all that. So please tune into that. It is next week. This is the 16th at 9 p.m. and then going forward, it'll be the first and the third Wednesdays of the month. Otherwise, that's all for me today, and I will see you guys in the next time. All right. Bye-bye.